Say hello everybody, it's Vitali over at OG Gamer and we are back, and today we are going to take a quick look at the GO XLR. Everybody's done videos on these. They've talked about how good they are, how bad they are, but what's in the box? Okay, let's find out. I actually have not opened this yet, so we'll get the tape cut there. And this is going to be just a little bit more than an unboxing, but what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick look at what's actually in the box, and then I will stop the video and get this hooked up and get it dialed in right quick and come back and just some quick thoughts on it. For reference, I'm using a Zoom LiveTrack L8 as my mixer and audio interface right now. That's what I've been using for a while, and there's a lot that I like about it. However, I don't think it's the perfect tool for my live stream. It does the job, but there's some things that I would like that it doesn't do. So let's get this unboxed right quick. First off, it comes with the USB cable that you're going to need for it. It's probably not going to be long enough for where I would like to put this. It comes with an AC power supply that is hard to get out of the packaging here. There we go. That's a little bit of a downside because plugs are just a little bit in short supply here. I have so much stuff, and my Zoom LiveTrack is powered off the USB bus. But here we go. We have a power supply for it, a little adapter doodad that has to be put on. I don't know why they just don't put that on. It's shipped here in the US. It doesn't come with any other outlet adapters that I can see, so just go ahead and put it on at the factory. Save us a minute. That's done. Put together just like that. Then we have the main unit itself. I just knocked my phone off on the floor. The only other thing in that box is a quick start guide. You may want to pay attention to that. I get a lot of requests from people that buy products and they do not, either they don't read the quick start guide or they don't understand it or it didn't come with one. I get questions about a lot of simple things that is actually explained in the quick start guides, like where to find the software to go download it because it doesn't ship with it. Okay, the bag, this is a first, is actually vacuum sealed. That's pretty nice. I hate to tear up the bag, but here we go. It is apparently, it's not like extremely heavy, but it's a little heavier than I thought it would be because I thought it would have more plastic, but apparently it has some steel in it too, some metal. Although this feels like plastic, it's just, but it is kind of heavy. It doesn't feel cheap. And that's what's in the box. So let's get this hooked up and then we'll come back, and the next time you hear me talking, I'll be using this. So let's pause it right here. Okay, everybody, I'm back. and it took me a little bit longer than I thought it would. We got everything hooked up. I'm talking on it now, and at first we're gonna discuss the negatives. Uh, there's no audio metering on the faders or anywhere on here. You have no idea whether you have a signal or not. The only metering that I could find at all was in the software on the mic setup. That's the only meter that shows you signal level, either on the app or the mixer itself. There's nothing on the mixer. That's my first complaint. And for me, that's kind of a big one. It may not be to y'all, but I need to know what's going on real time on the mixer itself when I'm streaming and talking and recording and all that. I don't need to be guessing. I guess some of it you can tell by monitoring everything in your headphones, but I do not monitor my own voice. I never have. I don't like it. I'm not going to. I don't need to. My second complaint is even though this is aimed specifically at gaming and streaming, and it is, there's no physical faders or virtual faders in the software to control your monitors, not your headphones, your monitors. In fact, there's not really any monitor outputs on it at all. You have to use a line out, I think, or the headphone jack. That brings me to the other complaint. There's no XLR outs. A lot of us, me specifically, but a lot of people that I work with also use studio monitors that have XLR inputs. There's no XLR outs. In order for me to use my studio monitors, I'd have to buy an adapter cable to go from 3.5 millimeter to XLR and be a Y cable after uh, uh, that's my other complaint. Next complaint. There's literally no physical knobs on the mixer itself to adjust your headphone volume. You mic monitor and your headphone level. That's it. There needs to be a physical knob on the unit itself to turn the headphones up and down. There's not. That's pretty much the negatives. That when you get into the positives, there's quite a bit to cover. It does quite a bit. A lot of it I'll probably never use, like the sampler and all that. Uh, Probably these effects right here. I would like to have seen the effects linked to your compressor, your gate, your de-esser and stuff like that, and be able to control those off the front of the unit as well. That's um, I guess a complaint on my part, but it does have a gate, equalizer, compressor, and de-esser. That's a plus. So I guess it balances out. I just wish that these knobs would, you can take these knobs and go to it and control them. Uh, and I don't see why they don't, because TC Helicon is actually owned by Music Group, which is Behringer. That's where these little scribble strips came from. These are off like the X32. These are X32 faders. A lot of these buttons are X32, or that's where the design for them came from. Clark Technic, Midas, Behringer. They have the means to do it. I just don't know why they didn't. A few more dollars in parts and a little bit more time in the software. Uh, it sounds good. One more thing is routing. If you're familiar with the Behringer X32 or the Midas X32 and all that, then the routing's not an issue for you. You just have to figure it out. If you're not used to working in a routing table, I highly suggest that you go to YouTube and watch videos on how to set up and use your Go XLR. I did a 2-hour stream and was over in Discord while I was gaming and streaming, and my audio was perfect, but the people over in Discord, their audio was echoing or doubling, and it took me a while to figure out what it was, and it was here in the routing, the way I had it set up. Uh, so I strongly advise you read the quick start guide. Check out YouTube on videos on how to set it up. Uh, if you're gaming on a console, especially, this is going to come in handy because it allows you to bring the console into your stream on your PC. It's If you notice, I don't have any of that set up because I game on PC. I do have a console. I need to get it out and clean the dust off of it and update it and use it some. I may do that in the near future. I don't know. I have mixed emotions on this because for me personally, I don't think it was worth the $499.99 plus tax that I gave for it. Uh, but that may be a little bit on me because I was surprised and to see that it didn't have audio metering, stuff like that, and that's affecting my opinion. If you can live without all that, and you're specifically gaming and streaming, and you need the sampler and all that, which is great, by the way, it does so much stuff. That might make it worth the $499 to y'all. So it's a mixed bag on the is it worth is it worth the money or not? Uh, Part of me says no, and part of me says yes. So I'm going to let y'all decide. And if you decide that you want one, there's an affiliate link in the video description below to where you can go buy it, and we make a very small commission off of it, and it helps support the channel because I paid for this out of my pocket. It wasn't sent to me to review for free and stuff. I'm actually uh, the likes for me outweigh the dislikes, so I'm going to go ahead and keep it and use it. Even though I have a Zoom Live Track 8 right over here. Uh, I hate to recommend something that I'm not 100% happy with, but in this case, I'm going to because I think that if you're fully aware of what the drawbacks are and what the pluses are, then you can make a more informed decision. And I did not make a fully informed decision when I bought it. I just thought, oh, that looks pretty cool. Uh, it looks like it'll do what I need, and I bought it. I didn't do the research, so that's on me. Uh, just once again, I'm going to say if I take out the no XLRs and the no audio metering uh, and no physical knob or fader for the headphones, then it's great. So y'all decide. Let me know in the comments. Till next time, this is Vitaly over OG Gamer, home of Red Barn Productions. Y'all stay safe, and I'm out of here.